to talk about the Zodiac killer. Arthur Lane Allen was an American sex offender and is properly suspected to be the Zodiac killer.
The Zodiac killer is a pseudonym of an identified serial killer who operated in the Northern California in late 1960s. The Zodiac killer murdered 5 known victims in the San Francisco Bay Area between December 1968 and October 1969. Operating in the rural, urban, and suburban settings, he targeted 3 young couples and a lone male cab driver. These cases have been described as arguably the most famous unsolved murder case in American history and has become both a fixture of popular culture and a focus for efforts by amateur detectives. He coined his name in a series of taunting messages that he mailed to the regional newspapers, in which he threatened killing sprees and bombings if they were not printed. He also said that he was collecting his victims as slaves for the afterlife. While many theories regarding the identity of the Zodiac killer have been suggested, the only suspect the authorities ever publicly named was Arthur Leigh Allen, a former elementary school teacher and a convicted sex offender who died in 1992. The Zodiac killer's first known victims were a 16-year-old honor student, Betty Lou Jensen, and a 17-year-old wrestler, David Arthur Friday. The 2 high schoolers were enjoying their first date when David took them to a quiet spot on Lake Herman Road in Valencia, California, seeking some privacy. On December 1968, the couple was tragically shot and killed by the Zodiac killer, with their bodies later found outside the car by a passerby. The next victim was 22-year-old Darlene Ferrin, a waitress who was also a wife and a mother. In July of 1969, she and 19-year-old Michael were shot sitting in Darlene's car in a secluded parking lot at Blue Rock Springs Park in California, just about 5 minutes from where the previous victims were discovered. After making a sudden exit from the parking lot, the Zodiac drove up behind Darlene's car, approached the passenger with the flashlight, and opened fire. While Michael survived the attack, Ferrin did not. Darlene's sister shared her memories of her older sibling. She said that she was a wonderful sister. We were a big family, 10 of us, 8 girls and 2 boys. She was the oldest and she was my role model. According to Times Herald, the following attack on July 4th, the Zodiac killer called 911 to claim responsibility for the double murder. "I want to report a double murder," he stated. "If you go 1 mile east on Columbus Parkway to a public park, you'll find the kids with the brown car. They were shot with a 9mm Luger." During the call, the Zodiac also admitted to the murders of 2 high school students from the previous year, saying, "I also killed those kids last year. Goodbye."
Thank you so much for listening. Here's a fact about him. He actually gave himself the title Zodiac in the cryptic letter he sent to the press during his murder spree.